Let's talk about the dot formula property of the range object, and really simple. Let's just give a demonstration here. Let's make this 12 like it was earlier. Whoops. Let's try that again. 12, control enter. There we go. So everything's 12. Let's see, control shift tilde. There we go. Let's just, when you're doing a normal formula like equals sum, and then you choose perhaps your tax table tab, enter. So equals sum of the tax table, or equals sum of A1 through C6. Either way, it's fine. But the face value is 216, which is the dot value, but the actual formula in the cell, the actual thing that's typed into the cell, is this right here. So you're seeing two different things. So Excel can either, with VBA, can either plant the 216 in the cell as if somebody typed 216, or you can type a formula, which changes whenever you type on the different cells. So I'm going to show you how to actually implant a formula. So let's click here. Let's go ahead and stay consistent. Let's just do C9, which is where it was a moment ago. We're going to say sub my formula. So the range called C9 dot formula equals, and then this is the important part. You put your formula that you would have normally typed into the cell in quotes. Whoops. In quotes. I accidentally hit enter. So the formula equals, and then you say whatever you type into the cell equals sum of, let's say, tax underscore table, and then your parentheses, and then you put your quotes. That's the end of what you would put in the cell. So the actual part you type in the cell is here contained within one quote and the other quote. So the range C9.formula equals this. So let's click the play button and see right there if it plops in that formula. And sure enough, not just the value 216, but the formula is shoved in there. That way, if we manually change something, the formula updates for us. Now, one other subtlety, which we'll talk more about this later when we're talking about reports and things, but one cool thing is if you wanted the value of 525 to be planted in the cell instead of a formula that's ever changing, you could do it one of several different ways. Here's one way. After you do the range, whatever formula equals this stuff here, you could also then say that the range C9 equals the range C9 value. And so this way, for the range of C9, which currently has a formula, we want that to be equal to its absolute value, which is 525 currently. So if you did that, it would overwrite this. And let's just go ahead and debug through F8. So we know the first part plugs in that formula, but now watch up here. It's going to change to 525. F8. So now, one other little thing I want to throw at you is I don't even have to put dot value because, like I said, that's the default. So if I just say range, let's do the first part, F8. So there's the formula. Now range C9 equals range C9. That sounds a little weird, but I want that to equal 525. And so when I do that, it changes it to the actual value instead of a formula.